Yeah, look, I have my dates wrong. I was in Hong Kong and China in 1989. Um, that that move from Hong Kong into China, it was profound for me. That was the summer of democracy. I said it's where I understood how sacred democracy was. It's what encouraged me about 15 back and forths with my students, taking them to China to understand both, first of all, the culture, but also to teach Chinese students about democracy. That was part of it. I was one of the first group of high school students. There weren't a lot of times that there were high school teachers in there that you could teach in a Chinese high school. And so you've seen me, these teachers see me, I speak like everybody else speaks. I need to be clearer, I will tell you that, but here's my whole point on that thing with China. I do understand China a hell of a lot better than Donald Trump. Kamala Harris understands China. I will tell you this, Xi Jinping is not someone you should look up to. Xi Jinping is not someone who you should say does a good job on things, as Donald Trump has said about COVID. And my point on this was, Donald Trump got played on a trade war. He created the largest deficit with China in American history, and he cost us 150,000 jobs. So my clarity to take away from the message is something I want to be very clear. August of '89, into Hong Kong, into China, 15 times with students to try and do this. My point being on this, Kamala Harris and I understand American jobs are more important than where Donald Trump tried to save Chinese jobs. So the passion and speaking on this, and I think being a teacher and being around teachers, trying to convey these messages, but especially on the school shooters, and I think for all of us here, pretty damn clear that I've stirred with the victims, pretty damn clear that I passed legislation to make sure this is less of an issue and trying to get at the heart of it, pretty clear that my wife and I have dedicated ourselves to making gun violence a top priority, and I'll continue to do so, and I'm grateful, and using David Hogg's name. He is a friend of mine. He's someone who's been out there, and he was where there was a school shooter. So thank you all. I'm excited about this. I think in the midst of this, you saw something very clear. It is disqualifying to not acknowledge that the 2020 election was won by Joe Biden. It's as simple as that. And the idea that Donald Trump tried to save Obamacare is an absolute falsehood. That did not happen. And of course, they have said time and time and time again, they want a national ban on abortion. So as this comes down to the final days, let's be very clear where we're headed. Let's be very clear about the excitement. And I can tell you, listening to these folks today, we're winning Pennsylvania. We're going to get this thing done. So thank you. Thank you all.